Okay, Mom and Dad, I'm going to try to be super fast. I've been having some trouble with the video recording, so I'm going to try and make this as quick as possible, see if maybe shortening the video will make it a little bit easier. In order to play this game, this is called 100's chart number clues. In order to play the game, you need a blank sheet of 1-inch grid paper, which I have on the resource wiki for you. When you have the 100 or the 1-inch grid paper, all you do is draw a design very quickly in it. I'm going to go fast because I'm a little concerned that this is going to cut out again. And so I'm just going to trace a design of some kind, and then I'm going to cut it out once I have it traced. And so here's my design that I've decided to trace, and let me just make it a little darker for you. There you go. And I'm just going to cut that out, and once I cut it out, I'm going to place some numbers in it. So I'm just going to magically set this aside, and voila, here's the one that I cut out. The name of the game is 100's chart number clues, and so what you want to do is you want to find a similar design that is in the 100's chart. And so for instance, if I start with the number 58 and I find this design, I can figure out exactly what number should go there. And so I'm going to start at my 58. You don't have to do this part. This is just to show you visually what is happening in the game. So if I just take my design and I put a 58 here, then I'm going to help my child see that they can fill in the rest of this chart with these 4 clues. If I do 58, 77, 90, and 96, then my child should be able to do add 10, because every time you move down a block, you're adding 10, so that's 68. Move down another block, that's 78. In between, going horizontally, you're adding and taking away 1. And so 68 right here is 67. Add 10, there's my 77. Here's 88. If I go by ones, there's 89, there's 90. 77, if I go down 10, that's 87. If I go down 10 more, that's 97. I don't have a 98 right here. That's a blank part of my design. It's a part of the cutout. And so 89, add 10, that's 99. But then 96, 97, 98 would have been there, 99. And so I've just done a number clue that matches this part of my 100's board right here. I included a download for you for the 100's board so that you could check your answers and you could check your child's answers. What I'd like you to do is really have some fun with this. Just cut out, just any sort of crazy design that you want, and put a number in there. Let's say you put in a 5. Well, if this is a 5 and I go by 10s, then this is 15, 25, 35, 36. Maybe I'll place the 36. Here's 37. Now I'm going to go up 1. That means I've got to subtract. So there's 27. And then this would be 26, but it's going to, if I were to cut it out, that would not be visible. So 26, so this would be 25, and maybe I'll put a 24 there. And those would be my 4 number clues. And I'll give that to my child and see if they can fill out the rest of it. And then when I feel like they're doing that pretty well, which I think the kids are, we really practiced in class. If you don't have a child in my class, you can practice with your own child at home. And when you feel like they're ready to make their own, then let them design one. And have them just do a quick little design. And depending on how comfortable they are with scissors, you can cut it out for them, help them with their fine motor skills by having them cut it out themselves. Whatever is, easier for your family. The goal is to enjoy the game. It's not necessarily to work on the fine motor skills of cutting out the paper. So you can do that activity with some other things, but this one really is to develop number sense. And so I'll just pick out another number if this is my design that my child picked out for me, and I cut it out. I'm going to ask them, so what number do you want me to start with? You have to place 4 numbers on the board. And to help me out, because now mom is going to solve one, or dad is going to solve one, maybe grandma or grandpa, or maybe older brother or older sister. Help them get that starting number on there. Here's why you kind of want to guide that, because if they just take any number 1 to 100, and let's say they put a 98 here, your board's not going to work, because 98 is right here on the 100's chart. It's right there. And so you want to make sure that they pick a number that makes sense. So a number that would make sense might be 37. So 37 would make a lot more sense. Anyway, have fun. That's the game, and please enjoy.